Aloha mai kākou. We are Hō'ike, and this Wela we learned about
Mehele Aina.
The Mehele Aina we learned about are
Kai Aina, Mokupuni, Moku, Ahufua,
Valakua,
Vala'au, Valkanaka,
Nahele, Valakele.
We also learned about the Mehele Kai,
Ai Kai and Kai Pohola. Kai Po'ina Nelu.
Kai Luhe'e,
Kai Ele.
Kai Popolo, Hua Kana Ikahiki,
Kai Pualena.
Kai Ui.
We also learned about
how an aquaponics works,
how to properly malama lo'i.
and Oli.
Okiahi, Ho'inoa, o Waimanalo Ku'ukulei.
O Riders Hō'ike, Ku'uinoa, o Waimanalo Ku'ukulei.
This is our Noi'i of the Wahipana Makapu'u.
This is one of the melees about Makapu'u, which is called Ka'aulana Makapu'u by Kavika Kahi'apo. As they gaze into the sunrise over Manana at Keona o Keaku'oloi and the canopy of mist over Ha'ohikapu'u sits above the wave that finds their destiny. Of course, Ka'aulana o Makapu'u Ka'ua Hō'ike Kila ia ha'upo. One look and you will find a place like no other. Fine. Our little heaven and earth, Makapu'u at Kala'u'io. The wind swirls out of the sea and finds its way down to the slopes of Ka'ivi na Ko'ola, dancing playfully out on the ocean blue. Ki'akua made this place for me and you.
This is an interview that we did with Hō'ike Male, and this is what she said. She grew up in Waimanalo, and her husband, Jacob Asan, is a lifeguard. She spent time at Makapu'u and knows many mo'olelo about the Wa'ipana. She said Makapu'u has its name because of the stories of Hō'ike Opele and Kama Ho'ola, who is the brother of Pele. She knows some plants and animals that live there, which are a lima plant and ole plant and u'u fish. Hō'ike Male shared that she likes to swim and also likes to hike the trails to the beach and to the lighthouse at Makapu'u.
These are two mo'olelos about how Makapu'u got its name. Makapu'u Beach, famous for its body surfing and surfing waves, has a legend about how it got its name. There was an ancient legend of the goddess from Tahiti whose name was Makapu'u. This goddess particularly liked the people of Waimanalo, so she left a statue of herself there. Makapu'u means bulging eyes. She was an ugly goddess having many bulging eyes. It was said that the people of Waimanalo loved her, so they named the Wahipana Makapu'u. There is another legend about the Wahipana Makapu'u. There was a Wela who lived near Kalaikiona Point. This Wela upset the shark god, Kamaho'oli'i, because he would cut off the shark's tails and drop them into a specific spot in the ocean at Makapu'u. Kamaho'oli'i was so upset he began eating the Wela. Kamaho'oli'i started at his feet and stopped near the rear end because of the smell. From then on, Kamaho'oli'i promised never to eat a human again from Kalaikiona Point to Makapu'u. He also told the shark friends never to eat a human again in that area.
Mahalo!
Bye! Thank you!
Aloha mai kākou. O Karana Skonia ko inoa. O kane ohe ku'ukula iwi.
Aloha mai kākou. O Radarama ku'uinoa. O Waimanalo ku'ukula iwi.
Aloha mai kākou. O Alexander ko inoa. O Waimanalo ku'ukula iwi.
Aloha. We are part of the Hō'ike Kai Kauvela program. And this summer we learned many things, like how to make laulau, build an aquaponic system, o lalo Hawaii, oli, malama aina, and mahele aina. And our wahipana is Mauna Lua. And over here, this is Anakala Max Mukai. He went to high school at Kamehameha and then went to college in California at Pepperdine University. His ohana is from Kuli'o'o. Anakala Max works with the Native Hawaiian Advancement. What connects him to Mauna Lua is because his family grew up there. He explained to us that Mauna Lua goes from Kawaihoa Point all the way to Diamond Head. The activities that he did at Mauna Lua was spend time at the park with his ohana and va'a or paddling. Anakala Max's ohana also does a lot of fishing there. His great-great-grandparents owned property in Kuli'o'o that he called home.
A mo'olelo he has to share with us all starts at Koko Marina. Koko Marina used to be one big local ia, which is a fish pond. The fish pond was named Kuapa Local Ia, also known as Ke'oapa Mauna Lua, to add
on the water in the local eel was brackish, a mix of clean and dirty water. Anakala also shared with us that the local eel was 500 acres, and it used to produce 1,000 pounds of fish. Then he shared that in the 40s and 50s, the local eel and many other local eel on the island of Oahu closed down. The fish pond then only contained 130 pounds of mullet fish. The stages of the mullet fish goes from small, which is pua'ama, the middle, which is ama, then adult, and then. Lastly, he shared that if you were to search on Honolulu Fish Pond, you would see some really awesome photos of a beautiful bay. We really enjoyed interviewing Anakala and Max, and we're super happy that we got Ike and knowledge about the Wahi plant.
The Mo'olelo of Honolulu. An ancient mica field near here was called Pu'uhului because owls from Kauai and Niihau were sent to meet here to participate in the Battle of the Owls. A young chief, Pula'aia, fell in love with a girl bathing in an Aihima pool. He cried out, "Moana, aku hoi, Hawaii, o Kenalua wai." How wide the water hold. She accepted his offer of love. Much later, when Hikili, the Maui, conquered Oahu, he placed his son, Kalana Kuapuli, in charge of Manaloa. After the Battle of Luanu, Kalani Kapule fled, but was finally caught and sacrificed top at Pulakapu. Kamehameha gave Manaloa the Kanele Aiamoku.
Here's the medal. Himele koi o Panama o Piliano no keku ono o Panama o Mary Vena Kukui ka haku mele o Panama o Mandilama ke ku'ukulu ku'uolo o ia. Mahalo for taking your time to listen to our presentation.
Mahalo. Aloha mai kako. O kepako ko'uinoa. O waimanalo ku'ukula iwi. O Aleta Rose Lion ko'o ku'inoa. O wamanalo ku'ukula iwi.
O Octavian Kanakanuloa Garcia ko'uinoa. O waimanalo ku'ukula iwi.
Malu is known today as Sandy Beach. The Kaiwi Channel is about 2,300 feet deep and about 27 miles wide. It is between Molokai and Oahu. It was said that because of the rough current there at the Kaiwi Channel, some fishermen and sailors drowned in the channel and were swept ashore on Oahu, Panama Bay, or Molokai. Fishermen use the thigh bone and the upper arm bone to make fish hooks. And if there's still flesh on the bones, fishermen use it for bait and they usually catch newsmeat. Or the flesh on the bone goes to the crabs and the seabirds. The Ali'i feared the corpse would lose their mana, but the fishermen thought that the mana would help catch fish.
Anake Male is connected to Ababa Malu because she was born in that Ahupua'a. She went there a lot growing up, and she and her family spent a lot of time there. The name of Ababa Malu was from the waves crashing on the sand. There are a lot of native plants at Ababa Malu, like the holiday tree and the naupaka plant. Anke Marle also said that there are a lot of fish, so you can go diving there. There are 0 shark attacks that she knows of. Ababa Malu can be dangerous if you don't have a relationship with it. Ababa Malu is fun to go surfing and bodyboarding at.
Our mele was chose for our project is a Vahau Mako o
Avavamalu. This mele was written by Kumu Mana Boy.
Aloha!
Aloha mai kako, o Aiden Crow Kolino, o Waimanalo Ku'ukula Iwi.
Aloha mai kako, o Sam Hanley, Ko'uinoa, o Kailua Ku'ukuleiwi.
O Ziwokam Ko'uinoa, o Wamanalo Ku'ukuleiwi.
O Kalani Ikamua, Kua Inoa, O Kailua, Kua Iwi.
Aloha mai kakao, o Kailino Aviento Inoa, o Kailua Kula Iwi. We hope that you enjoyed this presentation on Pahonu.
While doing an interview with Anakala Kimiona, he mentioned that one of the most common mo'olelo Pahonu speaks about it being built about 800 to 1,000 years ago and was created to hold Honu, turtle meat, for Chief Kuikui, who was the li'i or chief there at the time.
He also said that there were two ponds. The smaller one of the two was for raising the honu, and the second one was to harvest and kill the honus for eating.
During the time of our kupuna, it was coupled for any maka'aina na to eat honu meat, and they took the risk of being killed if they were caught. Anakala Kimiona Kane also shared with us that there has been many years dedicated to doing research at Pahonu, and that he has been working and contributing his time to Malama, a space he calls home.
One of the many goals Anakala strives for is to live a legacy within the Waimanalo community, and to make sure that in 100 years our community still has Pohonu standing. Make sure to show Pono in this sacred place.
All about Alakana Kimiona Kane. He is born and raised here in Waimanalo, graduate of Kamehameha School's class of 2004. Worked for the restaurant industry for 16 years before switching over to work right here in his own ahapuana for an education.
Mo'olelo of Kaiona Pohonu.
At one point, the Pohonu walls are said to be 500 feet long.
Legend says a former chief of the district was so fond of turtle meat that he ordered the pond to be built to maintain a constant supply of live turtles. The chief's name was Kukui of Kuku, and his wife's name was Pahonu.
Nani ke kula a Kaiona I ka ho'olai ana iwe. The plain of Kaiona is pretty as the frigid bird soar. This is a picture of Alakana Kimiona Kane building the rock wall of Pahonu for all the turtles for the chief. And this is the mele that he told us about for Pahonu and Kaiona. And these are all different pictures of Pahonu all on our book. We hope you enjoyed our presentation about Pahonu. Mahalo!